guys, welcome back to StichMethod. Really quickly, I am working hard on what I call a Blues Masterclass program. And I'm putting it together, and it's going to be actually quite awesome. It's going to be putting everything together that you and I have been going over on YouTube to complete the blues player package and give you enough information where you can own it and continue on in your journeys, understanding how to think of things the correct way. So, with that being said, a missing piece that I have never ever approached on this channel is your 5 shapes of your pentatonics. There are plenty of lessons on the 5 shapes of the pentatonics, but to make sure that you know them, I have to do a video on it. So I'm going to do a video on it, and I think it's going to be very easy and understandable, and maybe you'll learn something new, but you got to know your 5 different shapes of the pentatonic, the shapes that the Never Lost system transverses, all right? So, let's talk about the pentatonic, five notes, and the most important piece I think I have to tell you off the bat is that if I play a Form 1 pentatonic, and we're going to play in G right now, okay? So if I play a Form 1, I have 3, 6, I'm just doing frets, 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. Now that's a Form 1 pentatonic, you should at least know that right now. The most important thing when I'm working on guitar, writing songs, or improvising is understanding the mathematical steps that go into that. As in, you know, 3 to 6 is 3 frets apart, and then 3 to 5 is 2 frets apart. So when you're on the 10th fret, the mathematics are going to walk you through a pentatonic. 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 13. And then you're probably like, oh, Stitch, I know that. I get it. And yeah, you probably do. But it also helps with the other 5 forms. Being able to transpose them, because this masterclass that I'm coming out with, you need to use the shapes in all different ways that you probably haven't used yet because you're watching these videos. Right. So let's get on to a Form 2 pentatonic. Now, if I'm in G, I have a Form 1 pentatonic. Now, the thing about a Form 1 pentatonic is that there are 2 root notes here. We have a minor root note where your first finger is, and you have a major root note where your pinky is. So yes, the pentatonic can be major or minor depending on what you need. So here's your minor root note, and there's your major root note. So you can go 6 notes from here, and that goes from 1 to 1. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Or you can go 6 notes from here, and if you do, you're going to hear My Girl. Okay, so Form 1 has, we're going to talk about the lowest, thickest root notes right now. So there's your Form 1, and you got to know Form 1. If you want, I'll have a chart below with, in the description link, sorry, I have to state that. In the description, if you want, there'll be a chart with the major root note and the minor root note highlighted. That is something you kind of need to know. Okay, so there we go. Let's keep going. All right, Form 2 pentatonic. Okay, so it's important to know that Form 2 connects on the second note of the Form 1. So you can put your middle finger there. And fret-wise, okay, we have 6, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. All right, so if you look, you have, there's that shape. And that's your Form 2 pentatonic. You guys, if you see my Never Lost pentatonic, which you probably have, you'll realize that this note right there is where you come into your Form 2 on the Never Lost. There it is. And this is actually the staircase that runs through the entire Form 2 pentatonic. So let's talk about some root notes here. Okay, so we have, so we have your minor root note here. That's what we did for the minor Never Lost. That's your minor root note. And your major root note, believe it or not, is here. Okay, the first note. So a Form 2 pentatonic is sometimes mistaken as a major pentatonic. And I don't mean to say mistaken, but a lot of people just think that this shape itself is a major pentatonic. And that it's just because the first note we play happens to be the major root note. But it has a minor root note as well, right there. And this will be noted. I'll note all of your pentatonic shapes, all the root notes in the chart. Okay. So now the second note of a Form 2. Let's just do a Form 2 together one more time. 6, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. Again, we're playing in G or G minor pentatonic right now. Okay. Now the second note of your Form 2 pentatonic starts your Form 3 pentatonic. So now, here's the shape, fretwise, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 8, 11, 8, 10. I love the shape. Okay, so a lot of root notes here. Okay, so the thickest, we have a minor root note here, the minor root note, boom. And another minor root note here. There. And there. And again, in my never lost, the hub itself is that form 3 backwards. There's one root note, and there's the other minor root note. Okay, so we have the minor root notes. Oh, my son is calling me. Be right back. So now backwards we would have 10, 8, right? 11, 8, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. And that's your form 3. Again, the minor root note is going to be here, where it is in your never lost that you study. And the major root note is going to be here or here. And again, so if this is a G minor, or sorry, yes, if this is a G minor pentatonic, there's my G, that's a G. So this is a form 3 G minor. Now, G minor, just let's show you, we'll go back to form 1, G minor is the same as B flat major. Okay, so G minor and B flat major are both the same scale, both the same pentatonic. We call it when we need it. My beard needs to be trimmed. And here we go. So now, well, here's a G, and here's a B flat. Okay, so that's your major root note. Minor root note, major root note. Again, the triplet will have them everywhere, but just so you can kind of see it. So if you play your pentatonic from the major root note, you should hear My Girl. Okay, and on to the form 4. So now we go back to the here's our form 3, which is on the 8th fret, the 10th fret. The second note of the form 3 starts your form 4. I love form 4. I don't know why. I just do. So here is the shape itself. Fret-wise, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 13, 10, 13, and backwards, 13, 10, 13, 11, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10. All right, your minor root note is right there. It's actually the same exact fret as where it was on the form 3. And if you look here again, like freeze, you know, just watch me. I'm on the 10th fret of that A string right there, and there is your form 4, and that's the same move we do in our never lost system. So watch this, G minor, never losting it. And here it is. But the full shape itself, you can go all the way to 10th fret E, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 13, 10, 13. Now your minor root note is get there, 10th fret of the A string, and your major root note, boom, is 13th fret of the A string. So this is the minor root note, this is the major root note, this is a G, this is the B flat. And the last and final pentatonic, okay, starts on the second note, the second thickest note, not the root note, but 10, 13. You're going to start right there. Second note of your form 4 starts your form 5. And here we have 13, 15, 13, 15, 12, 15, 12, 15, 13, 15, 13, 15. All right. And again, I think most of you know this, right? But we got to find out where our major, our minor root notes are. So in a form 5, that note right there is your minor root note. And there's your major root note. Minor, major. Here's a pentatonic coming off the minor root note. And here's a pentatonic, same shape, same everything, just starting here on the major. Again, My Girl. We did it right. So those 5 pentatonic forms snap, click together, and they create this giant scale that moves. So really quickly, just to make sure you have it, let's do it in F, okay? So we have form 1, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. Minor root note is where your first finger is. Major root note is where your pinky is. The second form, form 2, starts where your pinky is, right there. Put your middle finger there. We're going to have 4, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6. My God, these numbers are killing me today. All right, so there's your form 2. Your major root note is where your middle finger is. And your minor root note is where your first finger is on that D string. That's your minor root note. Okay, that's part of that never lost system. In case you don't know what the never lost pentatonic is, go look it up on my channel. That's important. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, there we go. The second note of form 2 starts your form 3, and this one I do enjoy myself. We're going to have 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, 5/8, 6/9, 6/8. That's a form 3 pentatonic. Same 5 notes over and over again in a different pattern. Your minor root note is here, and there's your F. That's your minor root note, and your major root note is here. Okay, so there's my major, there's my minor. And we're going to need this later for the blues master classes, but you got to know this stuff. And then we go back to your form 3. The second note of form 3 starts your form 4. Let's see, and we have, what for? Okay, 8, 11, 8, 11, 8, 10, 8, 10, 9, 11, 8, 11. Minor root note is there on the A string. Major root note is there on the A string. Okay, so there's your F minor. Oh, excuse me. Right there, okay. A flat major. Anyway, I'll keep going. All right, your form 5 starts where your second note is on your form 4. So you put your middle finger there, and we have, let's see, 11, 13, 11, 13, 10, 13, 10, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13. All right, minor root note is here. All right, there we go. Actually, we'll do it here. Minor root note is here, the 13th fret, the second note, and your major root note is here on the A string. So you have minor or major. So the only thing I think I might have brought to the table potentially is that a lot of people still don't realize that a pentatonic scale can be major or minor. So again, the diagram below is going to have the 5 separate shapes, how they click together as well, and when you get that, you can then use the Neverlost to go all the way through it and come back and kind of, you know, wiggle your way around the floors, which are the pentatonic boxes I call the floor. So like when you get up into a Neverlost, you can stop and kind of be like, oh, I want to stay in a form 3 for a little bit, and then I'm going to work it up to a form 5, stay in a form 5. So you need to know your 5 shapes of your pentatonics. This is it's a dirty lesson. I hope that you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the blues master classes. I just have my professionally done PDFs being made for you, and it's going to be really awesome. And if you're interested in it and you want to learn how it's done, these are going to be them. So I'll stop talking. Thank you so much for checking in with the StichMethod 5 shapes of the pentatonics.